Lloyd Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for August 4th, 2020, Tuesday, at 3 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow, Wednesday, we're having a Time for Change Awakening call. Literally going to talk about the whole shebang, the inception of the planet, from soup to nuts, and from the beginning to now, and also what has been seen for the future. Just to bring something to write with. A lot of us on this planet, or even in it, those civilizations as well, or above it, below it, it's a challenge for us to understand that there's no separation. Never has been, never will be. There's no separation. And an interesting quote, security is mostly superstition. It does not exist in nature. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing. And to keep our faces towards change and behave like free spirits in the presence of fate is strength undefeatable. That's Helen Keller. All too often, all of us, I think from one time, shape, form, or another, we think we are alone on this journey through life. Because we have this perception that, well, I'm not with anybody. I'm not with anybody. This is the physical world, okay? So we're trained. If we're not with somebody, we're alone. Okay. If you're out and about, or you're in your vehicle driving, you're alone. This is how we think. This is what we create reality. So after a while, it becomes pretty much embedded, an engram in our brains that literally come and dictate to the heart mind that we're alone. I'm lonely. I'm so lonely. I read all the time, every day, from people sending me communications that one of the biggest, challenges for them is that they're so lonely. They're lonely. And I think a lot of us are consumed with the belief that we live in a separate body, with separate thoughts, in separate houses, in separate countries, and have separate lives. This is so far from the truth, it's almost laughable. The reality that we see with our eyes is only a thin sliver of the greater reality that includes a wider spectrum. Meaning, when you look at a rainbow, you're only seeing the visible light and not the ultraviolet, infrared, microwaves, X-rays, gamma rays that are also everywhere. If our eyesight had a full spectrum, okay, instead of this small spectrum of light, you would see things, you would go, are you kidding me? Look at all of this. The idea that we are separate beings is an illusion, guys. It's an illusion. And it's caused by one's inability to look beyond the mind and into the deeper truth within. Part of this journey is being beyond the mind, beyond the physical. It gets a little confusing for a lot of us because it's to use our imaginations in full spectrum so that we understand is that there is no limitations. Do you believe that when you're walking, just going for a walk, that you're alone? It's okay, you know? I mean, it isn't the truth. It's the illusion. And it's an inability for many of us to look beyond the mind and into the deeper truth within. The truth within us, guys, is pure consciousness, which is connected always to everything. And once we understand that, embrace that, and practice that, we'll travel, we'll communicate, we'll be everywhere all at once. And the moment that we give up this idea of being separate from anyone or anything in this world, something real interesting occurs. You stop suffering. The moment you give up this idea of being separate from anyone or anything in this world, very interesting thing occurs. Phenomenon, if you will. You stop suffering. It's that simple. It's not complicated. You stop suffering. You experience a sensation of oneness. You know, I always say, we are the one. Everything's the one. Now, many may describe as unending bliss, oneness, sensation of oneness, that takes over our entire being without the illusion of separation. There's such a deep experience of joy that we completely forget our big problems and personal agenda. When oneness is present, the entire world vanishes. And who we are, our heart, soul, and essence, is the only thing that is real. Our heart, soul, and essence is the only thing that is real. Realize right now how you are intimately connected to the world and yet are not actually of this world. You're in an illusion. This material life is an illusion. It is an occupier. It's to keep us occupied. You see how easy it is, and you can be trained for thousands and thousands of years as a people, as a civilization, into believing. So guess what happens? If you believe it, you'll create it for yourself. It is an absolute, non-debatable. So you understand that you are intimately connected to the world, yet you are not actually of this world. Daring ideas are like chessmen move forward. They may be beaten, but they may start a winning game. Goth. And the real challenge in totally transcending suffering permanently is that we all have to do it on our inner world, which appears to be just you. And inside there alone. Okay, in that inner world, it's just you, right? You're all alone. Again, this could not be further from the truth. Now it's, okay, so you feel that vibrational frequency of the words that I'm delivering. You may not believe this, yet there is a team of enlightened beings on the higher realms who are always with you. They're ascended masters, they're archangels and personal guides who are constantly holding the space around you for the unfolding of your enlightenment. They're waiting for the present that you are, for you to open the present. Just ask for them to show themselves and wait. Be patient and willing to see something that will blow your mind. Then you will be open to the experience that there is no separation. Can you imagine for an instant that if this civilization came to the full conclusion of in itself that none of us are ever alone, and that is a fact, but we're so predisposed with the externality of the matrix and the illusions that keep us deferred from who and what we are. So we suffer, we fear, we stress, we become depressed because we believe we're all alone. I'm all alone. I'm all alone. There's no one but me. And do you think we don't do this when we're out of the body? We do it then too. The real challenge is totally transcending suffering permanently. Permanently. Transcending suffering permanently is that all of us have to do it on our inner world, which appears, on the surface, to just be you. Inside there alone. Because all of us are still in a physical body, which is visible by others in the 3D world. And at the deepest core, deepest, there are issues that each of us haven't yet dealt with, cleared up. Now, these may only come up when you choose to isolate yourself or bubble up the moment you leave your cave. Yet you'll find that the complete healing and integration of your deepest issues comes from spending time with people. You'll find that the complete healing and integration of your deepest issues comes from spending time with people. This is the real litmus test of each of our enlightenment. If we go into deep samadhi meditation, understand what samadhi is. It is pure bliss, purity personified. If each of us were to go into deep samadhi meditation for 5 years, it's easy to experience a deep, peaceful connection to Source. Enough energy can pour through you that you could make your body glow bright at night. You think I'm kidding? No. All the skin has in the body is a lampshade over the light of all divine essence. Now, if you dim the light or you muck up things, then it's hard to see the light. You could glow in the dark whenever you choose. The energy pours through you. Yet when you return from the hills to be with your family at the marketplace, you will see how much of a master you truly are. And if you're able to be 100% at peace, 100% at peace with everything that arises, then, and only then, will each of us have truly mastered our inner world. So this is all part of each of us to decide and understand. Do you continually embrace externality Or do you begin to understand with the vibrational frequency that is always constant within you, to your very deepest core, that you have everything? Yet, if you look outside of yourself, you're convinced you have nothing. And it's the opposite. None of us are alone, ever have been. But see, the separation, which doesn't exist, is created by ourselves through how we've been programmed into the matrix. So we believe certain ways, and so therefore we created a reality. It's not a bad thing. It's just that it's time for us to come out of the cave. It's time for us to come out of the cave. Well, I'm not going to go out there. It's lonely and dark out there. Well, it's lonely and dark in the cave. Why is it lonely? Because you have not identified all those that are with you 24/7, always and forever. You're never, ever alone. But it's the perception, and it's what you believe in the very moment of you, of who and what you are. Just remember that security is mostly superstition. That's all it is. It does not exist in nature. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing. To keep our faces toward change and behave like free spirits in the presence of fate is strength undefeatable. See, we don't view this world, this existence, this life as an adventure. We view it as a hassle, a struggle, a challenge, lonely, stressful, worrisome, insecure. And in reality, in eventuality, you come full circle and realize that it is absolutely a gift for each and every one of us. No matter our condition physically, no matter where we're at physically, it is a gift. Many of the times when the body becomes sick or diseased, the thing that creates that is our not letting go. See, you could have every pill, potion, and formula in the world, but if you continually, incessantly hold on to all of the body disruptions, none of it's going to help at all. You must determine for yourself to let go and surrender to whatever it is that the body is communicating with you, period. Do we live in superstition? Do we really, when we look at ourselves, do we think or do we feel that security is real, or is it mostly superstition? None of us could be any more secure than we are. It is a thought process. It is the power that we are to create these things into our reality. And you can understand that the external realities, the external influences, have literally convinced many of this population that they're separate beings. And it is an illusion. And the only thing that causes it is our inability to look beyond the mind and into the deeper truth within. What is the deeper truth within? That you're infinite. That you're connected to everything and everything. It's not just knowing that. It's experiencing it. Going within is how you ascend. You don't ascend going outside. You ascend from within. How do you seek to obtain full enlightenment? Do you think you get it from externality? No, you get it from within. That's where your knowledge, your acceptance, your understanding. And the moment that we give up this idea of being separate from anyone or anything in this entire world, you stop suffering. Across the board, you stop suffering. One of my greatest joys is to experience this entire civilization finally lets go of suffering, surrenders. Therefore, it will never exist again. It's that simple. Now, we all try to complicate things with ourselves. None of us are exempt from it. But it really is that simple. You begin to experience a sensation of oneness. And that experience of oneness, which means you're connected to the archangels, to the ascended masters, to all things, in all things. You start to experience unending bliss. Not brief instances of bliss, unending bliss. It takes over your entire being. And on top of it, it's without the illusion of separation. There is such a deep experience of joy that you completely, across the board, forget about your big problems and your personal agenda. When oneness is present, the entire world vanishes. And who each of us are, our heart, our soul, and our essence, is the only thing that is real. It is so imperative that each of us in our own way embrace fully and permanently. We realize right now, right in this moment, how we are intimately connected to the world, and yet we are not actually of this world. Separation is an illusion. It doesn't exist, guys. Separation is an illusion. Bring that into your heart minds. Understand it. Assimilate it. Now, if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted. And I'm sure we all are. And the first thing we want to do is relax our bodies. Surrender everything that weighs you down. Your agendas, your perceptions of the world, your ideas of separation. Let it go. Doesn't serve you anything. It's just an illusion. An illusion that we so easily become trapped in. So when you do that, the body just lets go. When you let go, the body lets go. When you don't let go, the body holds on. How do you think the body becomes stressed? Distressed. Diseased. So we release. We let it go. The body relaxes. Drop the shoulder. Release every part of the body that holds the tension, distress, anxiety, fear, insecurity. And it will respond in kind. You just relax it. Let it all go. You've always been, always will be, ever and forever, the master and commander of you. And also that which resides deep within you. Now also, we're all seated in a comfortable position. There's a visualization with our bodies to understand that we have divine positive energy which is contained within our breath. And our breath sustains the temple of God, the kingdom of God. Doesn't it make sense? How can the breath be other than divine positive energy? It sustains that which holds the God. So the divine positive energy, we bring it through 7 energy vortexes lying across different points on our spinal column. Now, we're not talking about them in real time in this illusion. We're talking about them in real time in the etheric, the spiritual. And each of these energy vortexes, the chakras, are connected to different glands and organs in our bodies. And they're also responsible for uniform distribution of our chi, our God-light energy, prana, through them. And when there is a disruption in this life energy or a blockage in any one or more of our chakras, we'll suffer from health or mental issues. So the chakras form the energy ecosystem of every single one of us. A deficiency in this ecosystem can literally wreak havoc on the different areas of our lives. So we begin and we bring divine positive energy, our breath, through right at the root chakra, the Muladhara. This is connected to our energy, our stability, our comfort, and our safety. It's the I am. Remember to keep an eye on the little guy, the ego, as we do this. It will try to interject things that are not applicable. So from the root chakra, the Muladhara, in the red wheel of light, we go to the orange wheel of light, the sacral chakra, the Vadhisthana. This is sensuality, sexuality, pleasure, and sociability. I feel. And then we go to the yellow wheel of light, the solar plexus chakra, the Manipura. Strength, personality, power, determination, I do. And then through the green wheel of light, the heart chakra, the Anahata. Acceptance, love, compassion, sincerity, I love. Then through the blue wheel of light, the throat chakra, the Vishuddha. Communication, expression, creativity, inspiration, I talk. And then through the violet wheel of light, the third eye chakra, the Ajna, intuition, lucidity, meditation, trust, I see. And then through the purple wheel of light, the crown chakra, the Sahasrara, knowledge, consciousness, fulfillment, spirituality, I understand. And we bring this divine positive energy up through all of these energy vortexes, or chakras, up into the top of the head, a little bit back, and for a brief moment we hold it. I am light, I am love, I am. And in that brief moment, we compress and condense it into pure liquid energy. Omnipotently powerful, and we release it softly over the pineal gland. Now you can view the pineal gland any way you wish. I look at it as a rosebud, a green ball, kind of the shape of an egg, not so much a ball. And when I release this pure liquid energy over the pineal gland, it immediately blossoms. It blooms into a full, vibrant, highly fragrant, multicolored petaled rose. Eternal. And it is in full health. It is in full operation. And this organ, while we're in these bodies, is very important to us because it is the gateway to all the particles of existence. It is the gateway to pure consciousness. It is the gateway to beyond. Right now, the civilization has suppressed pineal glands. This is why so many are still in bicameral mode. Because through the pineal gland, you advance and expand your pure consciousness and merge with it. You find that your body is no longer needed. You come full spectrum of the understanding that you're everything and everything. You're part of it all, literally. And this outside illusion is just that, an illusion. We're also all very consciously aware that each of us are of the highest and from the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. And we're merged. We're everything and everything. The heart, mind, the body, the God, the pure consciousness, all one. The higher self, the spirit, the soul, facets of the one. We are all one. And there is literally no separation. Now we have others with us, other parts of source creation, other parts of us. We have the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes. They are consciously aware that they are of the highest, from the highest, the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. They're a civilization that vibrates at a different frequency than we do. This is why we don't see them as we see ourselves and each other. A large number of them can surround any one of us at any one time in the thousands. Because of their vibrational frequency, they can house many in a small space. And when they do surround you, it is not unusual to go into a samadhi, a bliss. It's quite wonderful. They've been assisting us for a very long time as we've been assisting them. Everything is interactive. We're helping ourselves. We help each other. We assist. As we do this, we learn, we advance, we expand. We also have the Ascended Masters. Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sanatana Jesus, El Moria, Abundantia, Pel, Dog, many, many, many more. These are those who have ascended out of body and hold pure consciousness God form. We have ascended into body to experience physical form. Now they are consciously aware that they are of the highest, from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. And we're all gathered here with this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now in this meditation to form this circle of light. We're here to liberate the planet. We're here to lift the vibrational frequencies from the low dark matter and survival matter frequencies into the higher realms, the fifth dimension, then the sixth, then the seventh, then the eighth, then the ninth, and so on. We are perfecting by choice, and we have no separation. We are all one and together. So we call out to the other parts of our existence, source creations. Thus we call out to all the light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love. And they are with us now. And they come in the Googleplexes. One Googleplex fills this universe. They come in the trillions. Every direction. connects us with everything. It reminds us that we are everything. We call upon all of the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, and Garta beneath earth. Many, many, many civilizations and species, only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. Can be with us in this now, in this meditation, and forming the circle of light. And they come in the billions. And they are with us now. We call upon all the galactics, all the off-worlders, all the celestials. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love and the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. Doesn't matter how advanced a civilization believes it is, if it still lives in an illusion of separation, then it must come back to the understanding that it is one with all things. Now there's at least 1,000 of these civilization species fly through this solar system every single day. We're only familiar with a handful of them, and these are all the species and levels of these civilizations. The Sirian, the Andromedan, the Arcturian, the Pleiadian, the Zeta Reticuli, the Feline, the Greys, Nords, the Draco, the Reptilian, the Golden Pyramid, the Avian, many, many, many more. They've been assisting us in our evolution, in our enlightenment, and our ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. And they're consciously aware, just like all of us, that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love. And they are with us now. In the billions. We call upon all of our loved ones, all of those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Only those who are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love can be with us in this now, in this meditation, the forming of the circle of light. When they come, in the billions, they are with us now. We call upon all of the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now, this meditation, the forming of the circle of light. And there's trillions of them. And they come in shapes, colors, sizes, forms, configurations of which many we have never, ever, ever seen before. We're only familiar with a handful of them: the fairies, sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, the minotaur. Many, many, many more. And they come in the trillions, and they are with us now. We're all gathered throughout all the universes, all focused and concentrated on this planet, in this now, in this meditation, in this forming of the circle of light. We're all in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, abundance. Arm in arm, hand in hand, all of our gods together. We are all one. We are all love. And we are all God. And our God-light energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond and forever. And it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. We form this massive circle of light. It comes from the God within us, the pure consciousness. Our physical forms disappear. The light is so bright. It would take over 1 billion suns in the solar system to even compare to its light. It grays out the darkness of space. Grays out the darkness of space. It literally saturates, floods, and bathes all of our brothers and sisters on and above and below this planet Earth Gaia are in this now, in this meditation, and this circle of light. Pure, deep, eternal love. Pure, deep, eternal gratitude. All of it, all that we are, all that we're made of. Flooding everything and everything. Vaporizing all the lower monkey frequencies. They cannot sustain any longer. So we continue to, with this white fire, this brilliant light, as we continue to ascend above the planet, we're immediately met with a gossamer field. This field is filled with trillions of vibrant colors, reflection, little mini mirrors, reflecting all of the facets, all of the aspects of all of us. And deep eternal love, harmony, grace, and gratitude. And we're immediately met with the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is a column that reminds us that we are the power of healing. Then we're met with the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is a column that reminds us of our power, our omnipotent power, our strength, and our resolve. Then we're met with the white fire. This column reminds us that all of us, each of us, are imbued head to toe, inside and out, with an impenetrable white fire armor. Our God energy, our God light energy, the love and the gratitude and the bliss, the highest and the highest of the highs of frequencies, in perfect harmony. This field cannot be breached, this God armor, from any external source. We are all protected 24/7, always. But only you have the power that if you choose to dip yourself into the lower vibrational frequencies, lower dark matter frequencies, lower survival matter frequencies, and you go deep enough, you will then create a breach in your white fire armor. And when this happens, you allow the lower dark matter frequencies, lower survival matter frequencies to come flooding in. Now you're met with the purple transmuting flame. This column reminds us that if we do that, we can immediately bring in the purple transmuting flame. We can transmute all of these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutral light substance, sending them back to pure consciousness where they are no more. They're gone permanently. You're then met with the violet ray. This column reminds you that you can bring in the violet ray right behind the purple transmuting flame, purify, cleanse, and reset the vibrational frequency of deep eternal love and gratitude, therefore sealing the breach, restoring your white fire armor to pure divine harmony of deep eternal love and gratitude. Then we're met with the golden white pink light. This color reminds us of what we are, made out of pure love from Source Creator. We see it everywhere. It's a reminder of everywhere in our sunsets, our sunrises, our clouds, our skies, and the rainbows that we see. And that's just a smidgen. When you're able to see the full light spectrum, you'll be even more blown away. The beauty, the grace, the divinity of that which we are. It's spectacular to be able to view the gods that we are and the reflection of this planet. This is why we're always taken aback at the awe of the beauty, the splendor, the grandeur of this planet. And it's always there reminding us, you all are the God with me. We're all from Source creation, all pure consciousness, all omnipotently powerful, transforming every single speck of this planet into the higher and higher and higher realms of existence, the higher dimensional frequencies, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, and so on. Now we continue to ascend above the planet. And as we do this, some of us carrying physical form decide to step out of our physical form and effortlessly float above it. As we do this, we come upon a massive crystalline light tower. It's larger than the solar system. We created it. Now, you can look at it, the shaft itself, we designed it, you can look into it as you would a crystal, but inside there's this, it is a pulsating aura. You cannot describe the colors because there are so many that you've never seen before. And as it goes out, it expands out. It's a perfect aura. No jagged edges, nothing. Smooth. And it literally floods all of our brothers and sisters, all life, the highest value in the universes, on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now, in this meditation, and in this circle of light. There's no escape. It's everywhere. It is us. It's everything. And we're all consciously aware of this. And we are not alone. And separation is an illusion. Feel the enlightenment through your heart minds. Feel the warm vibrational frequency, the love that you are. Feel it bubbling up, pouring forth. Now, at the top of this crystalline light tower, we designed it so the golden ocean can come cascading down 360 degrees. Again, flooding everything and everything, saturating and bathing all of our brothers and sisters, all life, highest value in the universes. Now, this golden ocean, we are all drops of this golden ocean, and we all hold the essence of this golden ocean. Can you see the massive transformation that is taking place? It's not going to. It's in full swing. There's no survival for the lower frequencies. They cannot exist, sustain in such an increasingly higher and higher and higher vibrational frequency of deep eternal love and gratitude. Now we move over just a bit. We see our meditative sphere. We all created this sphere well over 2 years ago. It's at center circle. It contains all of our meditations, as we have reached 900 meditations all in perpetual motion, all with the deepest of eternal love and gratitude, of gentleness and kindness, generosity, humbleness, of bliss, of joy, of peace, of benevolence and tranquility, of abundance, stillness of mind, non-negativity, non-ego, non-judgment. Our essence is love personified. It is the highest frequency and the most powerful ever and always. This meditative sphere, each day we add to it. This is why it continues to intensify and it continues to expand. It flooding us 24/7, continually lifting our vibrational frequencies. We know our externality is an illusion. We know that separation is an illusion. We know that we are all one. We know that we are all God and that we are all love. That's why this meditative sphere that we've created can be seen, heard, and felt, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. And it just keeps getting stronger. Embracing all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. Feel the vibrational frequency of the love that you are. Also understand that you are never alone. That if you ever feel alone, then the illusion is taken center stage. You are part of the God, the highest of the deepest eternal love vibrational frequencies ever. You're omnipotently powerful, each and every one of us are. And we're all together. The archangels, ascended masters, all of those in this meditation, we're all one. Expand your horizons. Eliminate your illusion. Once and for all, understand that separation is an illusion. And your suffering will end immediately. I'll join you in meditation, and I'll return to close us out.
Take an easy, deep breath in through the nose. And an easy breath out through the mouth.
Move slowly.
experience the harmony within you. You begin to realize clearly that separation is an illusion. Once you understand that, the separation, the suffering is gone. Float with it effortlessly throughout the day, into the evening and night, into the following morning. We'll understand more and more how separation is just an illusion. We're always together, we're always one, and we always will be. We'll be back here Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern, August 5th. Continue our global guided meditation call.